Hello guys, Messenger of Death here, and today we are back with the world's greatest trainer tournament. Today's matchups, as you can see, are going to be Lieutenant Surge versus Sabrina, and Will versus Morty to find out who will be going into round 4. That will leave 8 contestants left. Let me know in the comments down below who you think will win out of these teams. With that said, let's get this underway. Okay, the teams are locked in. The wheels decided I'm going to be playing Lieutenant Surge here. Lieutenant Surge or Sabrina need a win to get into round 4, and one will be eliminated. Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget who you think will win. And let's get this underway.
This free battle is about to get underway. A hot battle involving the hopeful champs of tomorrow has just started.
Lieutenant Surge leads off with Electrode. As Sabrina leads off with Executor. Executor goes for a Psychic. It does a solid chunk of damage. Out comes the Miracle. That's going to devastate his Executor, but it's not enough to take it out. Another Psychic from his Executor. As Electro barely holds on, gets a special defense drop, but it's not going to matter because out comes the Miracle, and that will finish the Executor off. How devastating and unfortunate for Sabrina. This Lieutenant Surge takes the lead with 6 versus 5.
Pokemon will appear next. Oh, it's Jinx.
Next Pokemon to come out is going to be the Jinx.
Time to attack. One Pokemon is still capable of going on, but the other one looks tired. Here comes the Pokemon.
As Electrode returns to its Pokeball. And out comes the Ampharos. Jinx goes for the Ice Beam. It does a solid chump, but Ampharos is able to eat it up without too much difficulty. As out comes another Ice Beam from the Jinx. It's a solid blast, but again Ampharos holds on. It goes for the Fire Punch. It's super effective, but it's not enough to bring the Jinx down.
The white-hot battle continues.
Ampharos gets the Quick Claw proc. It goes for another Fire Punch. It does a solid jump, but Jinx is able to eat it up once again. It's going to finish it off with the Ice Beam. That is unfortunate, as it is now a 5 versus 5 battle, but one of Electrode's mons are really weak, and so is Sabrina's.
The appearance of the next Pokemon. The next Pokemon is ready. Oh, it's
The next Pokemon to come out is Lantern.
There's a big HP difference between the two combatants.
Jinx goes for the Psychic.
What now?
It does a solid chum, but Lantern's able to hold on. It's going to retaliate with the Thunderbolt. With that, Jinx goes down. And it is now a 5 versus 4 matchup.
The next Pokemon needs to be prepared.
Will Sabrina be able to turn this around? Out comes the Alakazam next. A very powerful and potent Pokemon.
Pokemon type.
It goes for the Psychic.
What's this?
It's a solid blast, but again, Lantern's able to hold on as it goes for the Thunder Wave. That's going to be devastating. That's going to cripple the Alakazam.
Paralysis. It's a fierce battle.
With that, Lantern returns to its Pokeball. As out comes the Magneton. Will this make a difference here? Out comes the psychic. It does a solid chunk. It gets a special defense drop that could be huge.
With some leftovers. What impact will this Pokemon switch have on the battle?
Mana Zone goes for the Thunder.
There's the shot. No.
But unfortunately it misses. As out comes another Psychic Blast from the Alakazam. That special defense drop, that's going to do a huge number.
The white-hot battle continues.
Mana Zone goes for another Thunder. Will it connect this time? It does, dealing a solid blast to the Alakazam. Alakazam just goes for another Psychic, not playing around. As Manaton goes down. It is now a 4 versus 4 matchup.
The Pokemon have been chosen. Oh, it's
As out comes the Jolteon.
They're both hanging tough.
Jolteon outspeeds Phantom the Paralysis. It goes for a Thunderbolt. Will it be enough to take down the Alakazam here? It is, and Alakazam goes down. How unfortunate for Sabrina as her ace kicks the curb. Making it a 4 versus 3 matchup. There comes out the Mr. Mime. Will Mr. Mime be able to put in some solid effort here? Thunder Wave comes out. It's not going to appreciate that. But it heals it with the Paralyzed Skill Berry. It goes for a Psychic. Jolteon did not appreciate that, but he eats it relatively well. As Jolteon goes for another Thunder Wave. Crippling it once again. This time it's keeps. As Mr. Mime's able to get off another Psychic Blast.
That inflicted some damage. Sparks are flying from both competitors.
Jolteon goes for the Thunderbolt here. It is a solid amount of damage with Mr. Mime still standing strong. As it's going to respond with another Psychic. And down goes the Jolteon.
He has no strength left. We're eagerly
How will
awaiting the
Lieutenant
appearance
Surge
of the
respond
next
now?
Pokemon. The Pokemon emerges.
Out
from
comes the
Pokeball.
Lantern once again.
The white-hot battle continues.
As Lantern goes for the Thunderbolt here. It's a solid chunk, but Mr. Mime's still sticking around. But it gets fully paralyzed. That is devastating for Sabrina. As this could allow Lumos to actually take it out right here.
How's that?
Boom. It's a Thunderbolt. And down goes the Mr. Mime. What an intense battle this has been, but Lieutenant Surge has managed to stay one step ahead. As out comes Slowking next. What will it do? This is a bad matchup. Being a water type against an electric type is definitely not where it wants to be. As Thunderbolt is going to be unleashed. It does a solid jump, but Slowking eats it relatively well. Out comes Psychic, but again Lantern holds on.
The heated action continues.
Lantern goes for another Thunderbolt here.
That struck home.
It's a solid connection,
There's the attack.
but unfortunately not enough as Psychic will bring the Lantern down.
There it is. Knockout. Which Pokemon will join the battle now?
Next out comes the Electrode. It's already injured.
Oh, it's already taken considerable damage. This is worrisome. Okay,
It goes for the Thunder. Will it connect?
here it comes. Thunder. Yes, it's got
And down goes the
Yes,
Slowking.
it's going down.
That leaves Sabrina with one Pokemon left.
There's only one Pokemon
In a
left.
2 versus 1 situation, can she turn this around? As out comes the Xatu. Oh, what a terrible matchup that is turned out to be.
The number of remaining Pokemon is 2-1.
And Electro goes for the explosion. Getting a last bit of breath out there before it goes down, but hey, somehow Xatu's able to survive as Electro goes down. But unfortunately, that looks to be the end for Sabrina. She's going to be eliminated from the tournament here, as out comes the Raichu. What an upset, as Sabrina has been pretty dominant throughout most of this competition. But this is the end of her Psychic-type Pokemon. The Psychic Master falls, and that will be the elimination from the competition, as they will not be going on to round 4. But Lieutenant Surge will. How far can Lieutenant Surge be going? Will he be able to win? He's been pretty dominant. He's had a great run. His paralysis strategies have been absolutely huge. Anyway, next on to the next matchup, we have got Morty versus Will. I believe we've had this match before. Who will win this time? Let's find out. Okay, the teams are locked in. The wheel has decided I'll be taking control of Morty for this fight. This should be very interesting indeed. Sorry about that, I didn't want to show which one to select.
Battle is about to get underway. A hot battle involving the hopeful champs of tomorrow has just started.
Okay, and out comes Miss Tree versus the lead for Morty. As out comes the Girafarig in response. Miss Treeverse manages to outspeed it, goes for a hidden power dart. Or not. Not super effective, but out comes the crunch. That's gonna hurt. A special defense drop. That is very unfortunate for Morty here. As Morty returns it to its Pokeball. Next out comes the Haunter. As another crunch from the Girafarig. Can Haunter eat it up? It can.
What impact will this Pokemon switch have on the battle?
Honor goes for the Destiny Bond.
Trying to take the opponent with it.
As another crunch comes out, will it be enough to take down the Haunter? It will, and that's going to take the Girafarig down, as both sides are now 5 versus 5.
It's taking its opponent down with it.
With that, the board is reset. Who will each person lead off with next?
The next Pokemon is ready. Oh, it's Espeon.
Out comes the Espeon for Will.
Oh,
As a Zegidor comes out for Morty.
They're both hanging tough.
Espeon goes for a hidden power. It's super effective. It does solid damage. Is it hidden power? Dark? Fire? Bug? Unfortunately, that sleep powder is going to miss. How devastating. Another hidden power. Zegidor takes it. And it goes for the explosion. Again, the board being reset here unless Espeon's able to hold on. It is not, and it goes down. This makes it a 4 versus 4 battle as both sides have lost Pokemon twice in a row. How interesting.
Oh my, this is one Okay. Oh, it's
Next
down.
out comes the Marowak for Morty.
Oh,
As
it's
Will
over.
switches in Slowbro.
A
That
hot
is an
battle
unfortunate
underway.
matchup for sure. Marowak goes for the Earthquake.
How's that? Hit.
It does a solid amount of damage, but Slowbro's able to eat it relatively well and carries on. It goes for the Surf.
A powerful blow.
It does a lot of damage, but Marowak's able to stand firm and continue on. It goes for another Earthquake.
What's this? Hit. That was good.
That's going to put Slowbro in KO range. As it goes for another Surf, it's going to take out the Marowak here.
That's it. Oh, it collapsed.
This time, Will has managed to claim some ground, as it is a 4 versus 3 matchup.
The Pokemon
However,
Open
Mischievous
will
comes back out onto the battlefield
The
here.
opponent is weak. What an opportunity.
As it goes for the Shadow Ball, that will take out Slowbro, its current range of HP.
That's it.
Down it
It's
goes.
going down. We're eagerly awaiting the appearance of the next Pokemon. Oh, it's Zatu.
Out comes Zatu next. Can Zatu mount an offensive against
The
Mischievous?
action continues.
It goes for a Shadow Ball.
Drill no weakness.
It's a solid blast, but Mischievous is able to hold on as it retaliates with its own. Oh, that's some big damage.
Yes.
It gets a special defense drop, but that's not going to benefit it, as ghost types are physical in this generation. Zatu goes for a Giga Drain to try and get some last bit of HP.
That's it. Oh, and down it goes.
As down goes the Mischievous.
The next Pokemon needs to be
It's now a 3 versus 2 matchup for Will, as they are able to take the lead. But out comes the Gengar. What will Gengar be able to do here? Zatu's going to switch out. As out comes the Starmie. An interesting choice for sure. Out comes the Shadow Ball though. It does a solid amount of damage as Misty is heavily hit in a special defense drop as well, but again, doesn't matter. It goes for the Psychic. It's a powerful hit. Will it take down the Gengar? No, Gengar holds on. It goes for another Shadow Ball, and that's going to be end of the Starmie. That is unfortunate, as it is now down. Morty is able to level the field a bit, making it a 2 versus 2. Next out comes the Exeggutor.
2 Pokemon remain on each side. Sparks are flying from both teams.
As Gengar goes for the explosion.
It blew up. Oh, the blow
It's a critical hit. That's going to take Exeggutor down.
has no
It is now going to be a 1 versus 1 situation.
Unbelievable. They both go down. Oh my, this is one.
Who is Will's last Pokemon now? As out comes Girafarig.
It's down to the last Pokemon now. The Pokemon emerges.
It is Zatu. It's pretty injured already. That is very unfortunate.
One now.
It goes for the Drill Peck,
How's that? The hit lands
but it
right
doesn't
on.
do anywhere near enough damage, and that's going to allow Girafarig to go for a Crunch here.
A furious attack.
It's a critical hit, and down goes the Zatu. That is unfortunate, as Will is eliminated from this tournament, and Morty cements his way into round 4. What an upset, ladies and gentlemen. Who'd have thought that this would be the turn of events? We now have our 8 semi-finalists. Or is it quarter-finalists? biggest quarterfinalists. With that said, let's have a look. Okay, the scores have been updated. The ones in green are going to be the ones going into round 4. That is Professor Oak, myself, Lieutenant Surge, Whitney, Silver, Morty, Janine, and Misty. These competitors have made it to the quarterfinals. This is going to be incredibly interesting to see who will come out on top. Let me know in the comments down below who your bets are on. With that said, let's see who will be facing who in round 4. Okay, let's see what the matchups will be. Starting in round 4. The first matchup is going to be... It is going to be Silver. And who will their opponent be? Silver's opponent is going to be... Janine. Interesting. Okay, who's the second matchup going to be? It is going to be Morty. Who will his opponent be? Let's find out. And Morty's opponent is... Professor Oak. Interesting. Professor Oak was able to defeat Agatha. Can he also defeat Morty? I guess we'll find out. Okay, let's see who the third matchup will be up against. It is going to be Lieutenant Surge. And who out of these 3 fine trainers will Lieutenant Surge be up against? It is going to be Whitney. That leaves the last 2 opponents being myself versus Misty for the 4th match in round 4. The rules are going to be a little bit different here though. It is best out of 3. If you get 2 losses out of those 3 matches that you have, you're eliminated from the tournament. Okay, we have our matchups. Make sure you tune in next time to see who will be victorious between Silver and Janine or Morty and Professor Oak. Don't forget to let me know in the comments down below who you think will win this tournament and take on the trophy. With that said, if you've enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.
Yeah, they call me the Blood Boss, the Mad Boss, the Savage with the Gyarados. As I will make you blast off harder than your last loss. Teach you a lesson like you won't bunch of lapdogs. It was fast, huh? You're mad, huh? Want me to slow it down or would you prefer it faster?